Hey, we are running late, but yeah, put it in the announcements. If you're not checking those and you feel like tuning in, check them. They're there. It's over and about. Anyway, so last time we got ourselves a firm ass whooping from the last boss of the game, which, it's not entirely unexpected. I have not been preparing terribly well for it. So we did a little bit of grinding last night. We're probably going to be making some rounds today, just to bolster what we can bolster before making another attempt at it. We'll see how well we do, but, hey, such is life, right? Then, after our usual break, Sunday and Monday, we'll be jumping into the Surge 2. So you can guess how well this goes for Warren, even after we do succeed. Provided that we got some time. Well, we'll take a look at it anyway. I'll at least give you the kind of intro to the New Game Plus experience, because it has a couple tidbits here and there. But mostly it's just the game again, but there's different enemies peppered throughout, and you do things with your gear that makes the numbers go even more upper. That's kind of it. It's a New Game Plus. That's what it is. So let me get my chat window thing here set up, just in case I have to swear at Catterskill again, because sometimes I do. And I can't just leave that all up to the witch. That's an unfair division of labor. There we are. Pi, as always, ready, raring to go. Chastised me about not being on time, but if at any point in time he wants to use any of his connections to secure a sponsorship, I'll start treating it like it's a job. Until then, I'll do what I want. Yeah, he absolutely is. This is his response to that kind of thinking. He's a real work ethic kind of individual. Really believes in nothing but productivity, and if you tell him that that's for insects, he gets real mad. Hi. He's just staring me down as I say these things. Anyway, let's go ahead and give you ears. And we'll give you eyes. And we're waiting for that thumbs up. We got a double thumbs up from the witch. Alright. So yeah, testing chamber is where I was. And that was to do the following. Not just to grab scrap, but to check this off. So you unlock these by checking off these other bits, and then you get the reward at the end. This was the only one that I felt was worth getting for the time being. We'll see if we come back and do the other ones. But there you have it. A lot of them are just frustrating, I think. Still not a huge fan of the bits and bobs there, the modifiers. Something about the test chamber to note is that we can go basically anywhere, and basically anywhere is where we are going to go. I want to see how much it is that we rake in from rounds about the executive forum, and we'll compare that to what it is that I can reliably pull in through the testing chamber. The good news about doing this... Yeah, I know that. The good thing about doing this out here in the real world and not the testing chamber is that if I die, I can go and recover the stuff, and that just increases the stack. The DLC may pay out in large lump sums, but a lot of the times we don't necessarily get to keep it. And, well, hey, that's a problem for me. Because I'm looking to stack this shit. We need it. We need a lot of scrap to improve this,
Entering operations.
this fucking power core that we've got. It's already fairly tricked out. So, the nano forge that we've been working with is going to need a ton of materials in order to do whatever the fuck it's doing to increase the output here. Couldn't tell you what. I mean, maybe like reinforcing connections and that sort of thing. More tolerant wires. It doesn't seem to have a cooling system, so I don't think that like temperature-dependent superconductors are involved. Maybe it's just a fusion reactor and you feed it mass and, you know, that alone will produce more stuff. Anyhoozle, here we are. Yeah. Ah, you spun around, did you? Yeah. Now, of note, we don't have that brand new supercharged metavoltaic implant equipped. It takes 25 fucking core capacity, I believe. It's some kind of absurd number like that. So odds are good that we will not be equipping it, but, you know, I hadn't done the DLC, so there you have it. Because, yeah, at the time, well, I played and beat it when it was brand fucking new, so a lot of this is a rediscovery. And, well, I think I mentioned this somewhere towards the beginning of the playthrough here, that snagging another copy plus the DLC in a bundle from fucking GOG there was cheaper than buying the DLC on Steam. Which is, you know, how it is that you want your shit to function, right? Actually, give me that arm. I might need it for stuff. Yeah. Got him. That may be another interview that's playing, so we're not going to worry ourselves with that. I'm sure you've also already noticed that things have been changed. We managed to roll over the weakest of those implants. Which might be all the edge we need, but at this point I'm hedging my bets. And there we go. Give me this. Is that? Yeah, okay, that's him, not the stair guys. Because, of course, I don't need to fight them all at once. Even a few at a time causes issues. There we are. Alright. Still kind of frustrates me that my Cerberus body piece here can't fire missiles. I want to fire missiles. Popsies. Who knows what that slowdown was about? Maybe it's just because we launched our attacks at the same time. Goodbye. Do you want to come down? Alright. He doesn't feel like doing that today. Alright. With everyone dead except me, we just gotta finish off this guy and then, well, I mean, Don's last note there is still playing. But it would be impolite to gawk. You know, he's been our guide through this whole thing, in a sense, I guess. He gave us some useful information. That's right, there's doctors here. Well, I'm gonna take his head off, I think. Yep. That's what you get for practicing medicine. Eventually a lunatic, who has appropriated the security captain's credentials, rips your head off with a sharp shield. Sunrise, sunset. Fuck was down here, I don't remember. Oh, right. No, that's what's down here. Hey, you want to get up? Do you want to get up to get down? There we go. Alright. So it's looking like the answer is about 54,000 per circuit. We're not even completely done yet. We can rake in some more from that. So let's see here, shall we? This really would be a nightmare to wear, wouldn't it? You can't look up. You just clack your helmet against your rear plate there. Which, of course, you know, me being me, is something that I would like these people to pay attention to. You know, I get that it's all a science fantasy kind of thing. But, you know, attention could be paid. You could. Any changes down here? Still check disk on Sally's thing. JG is still working. Hal is still working. Well, nothing left to do in there, and nobody to rip the parts off of either, so... we did those guys. Has anybody bothered to go into the boardroom? What's beeping? What's making that noise? I don't know, pal. I checked. Everybody seems to be dead. So, your guess is as good as mine. There we go. Alright. Ow. Oh, I'm actually stuck. Okay. This is interesting. We're just going to have to slug it out here, my friend. I don't know what to tell you. We tried very hard to get out of that hole. It simply was not going to be allowed. Oh, hi. How's it going, Doc? I don't know that I've collected one of their legs yet, so... And it'll have to wait. This fragile academic body couldn't handle the full force. I mean, does he not see how broad we are? It's extremely broad. We barely fit through the security checkpoint. Are we missing anyone? Maybe downstairs. Maybe downstairs in that way. I will say that this certainly seems to take longer than the DLC things do. Oh yeah, I hear somebody. There you are. Okay, well, nothing else there. I think that's that drone that's still making that noise. Even though it is extremely dead. Highly deceased. Couldn't get the knee in. Well, that's certainly an elevator, isn't it? We got horror music, but eh. You know, at this point, like, what are they really going to try to convince us that we're not the monster here? We've been touring the facility and hacking people up. That would all just be a fucking lie. I just uppercut that guy into the fucking stratosphere, you know? Oh.
I know the boys are
nice.
Being focused, but this is how it starts. It's the small things. It might just be stolen office supplies to them, but what next? I have a duty to find a culprit. Besides, they may be satisfied with staying where they are, but I have ambition. They'll be laughing on the other side of their faces when I'm the one calling out the duty roster.
On the other side of their faces? I am not familiar with this expression. Seems strange. I don't think there's anyone hanging out in there. I like that these aren't on fire anymore. Well, you know, I guess back we go. That seems to be everybody on the executive floor. Where are we at? Well, that's enough to fucking dump another thing into this power core. Squeeze a little bit of extra juice out of it. Oh my god. I don't know what they wanted me to be scared of in that hallway. I'm very confused. Broke that just by walking by it. Hello? Oh, okay. We did that, we slapped that guy, we got those guys. Up there. Do I spy with my little eye someone who remains cut up? That's not something I can tolerate. I have to go over there and fix this. Aha! We were missing people. Yeah, I know, but it's an ambush. We already fell for this one. See? There he is. You know what? You come over here. Because I'm antagonizing you directly now. You fall for my ambush, where you're alone with me, away from your friend. Now who's the smartsman? Blech. We've done it again. They said it wasn't possible. Is there anything over here? No, nothing I failed to snag before. Okie doke. This is where Irina tried to kill us. Yeah, it was right in here. We told her no. And you know, to her credit, she took it about as well as you could, I think. You know, that guy's over there. There should be another dude. Yeah, here. Alrighty. More bits. Oh, the music skipped there for a moment. This is strange. Eh. Also do it. Oh, there's a third drone. I'm sorry, a third enemy, but a second drone. Is this everybody now? Looking like it. Good job. Oh, we'll head, to the testing chamber via the nucleus. It's relatively close. It's right here. Because I don't really want to move ops around too much, and I also don't want to continue to contend with the, oh, nice. I'm not allowed to pick it up, though, because it's too close to something or other. Up. Up. There we go. Alright. You gotta kind of inch towards it. Anyway, the nanite clusters, they're irritating. Oh, that's right, we're still wearing the Old West under stuff. I forgot. It caught my eye. I'm like, is he wearing a fucking vest? Is that like a jacket and a vest? Yes, it is. We made it. Lemian. And we'll check out the other locations too, see what's changed, what hasn't. But I will leave you with the Frontier Riders music momentarily, and I will be right back. There we go. Knocked over my controller when we sat back down, so I have to figure out where that fell. There it is. I gotcha. I gotcha. Alright. Settle this on my head, too. Okay. Warren, there we are. Alright, so where are we at with this? We could probably make up the difference. Well, maybe. Yeah, not gonna be quite there, but hey. We are close enough to another 2, which is good. What did I want to do? I wanted these. Because we might want to swing a little bit faster going into this. We're not changing the headpiece, so don't worry about that. And I believe I still have this. Which, how exactly does that compare? Like, I know it has lower defense, but 10 versus 6. Huh. Interesting. Details. So that would mean the elemental defense goes up. I don't know if elemental defense is what it's doing. I don't think it is. So that may just be our best bet for the time being. There should be another bloody Proteus dude, who we can shear the body off of back over in R&D. We may go slap him up and see what it is that does. Meantime, let's dare to compare, shall we? So when we level that up, that'll probably surpass that, but I want the details here. It may just be all around better. That is fine. We're past the point of needing to be broad, you know what I mean? Oh, and we definitely have the nanocores to do it. We'll probably get some of them back when we swap over. Blast off. Hey, how's it going? We're theorizing for our build of no build. Welcome. Just scrap back. It's whatever. They're where they need to be. Still kind of, like, I don't really appreciate. Good? Yeah, doing alright. Glad to hear you're doing well. Like the bloodied part on the carbon fiber metal is like, I don't know, I'm just not in high school, so. Anyway, what else have we got going on here? So, but lower on the dodge, which might wind up being helpful. We'll see about those as well. But first, let's go hunting for the other bit, and do this. You know, it's hard when you just start streaming, but keep on. You got this. Hey, I appreciate it. No worries. We're not really shooting for fame and fortune over here. This is really just because I like doing it. I play games. I talk about them. I talk to you guys. I scream into the void. Yeah, every day. But that's pretty much how it goes. Anyway, what else are we doing here? So I'd bring that to 16, which is not grand as far as raw defensive stuff, and I'm pretty sure what's happening is that it's just doing a ton of damage. Why are you playing an old game in 2021? Because it's the game that I picked. That'd be why. Strange question. But yeah, that's it. No other reason. So let's see here. 19 versus 16. So that's not really the biggest of differences, is it? What we then need to concern ourselves with are the defense ratings. Not worth it. Alright. Research and development. Yeah, that's where we're going. Just bought it and searching for some gameplays. Well, I don't know that I would use me as a guide, more as a proof of concept that you don't necessarily need to know what you're doing. It's not a game that I'm new to. When it was released, I played it, beat it, and picked it up sometimes in between then and now, but, you know, not obsessively and not to the point where I haven't done anything else in the meantime. But I like it, and I like the sequel. I think they're kind of neat concepts. And mostly I like the reward system, where you pick a limb, you do what you can to damage it, you cut that part, you get that part. I find that way nicer than a drop-based system. But yeah, the other part is that people tend to be a little bit intimidated by games like this. They'll assume that you need to look up a build on Reddit in order to do blah blah and blah, and, you know, or follow a guide or what have you. That's not necessary. This is
Please.
a thing that you can make up as you go. It's not, you know,
A scheduled break time.
an MMO where you must memorize a very specific dance in order to clear content and, you know, be bombarded with mechanics that are obtuse rather than challenging. It's what it advertises itself as. It's a science fiction-y Souls-like thing.
Have a nice day. Safety.
So you also like Dark Souls? Yes, of course. In fact, I was one of those assholes that adopted Demon Souls back on the PS3. And I got to that because I played Kingsfield. So, you know, that's kind of the draw to things like this, the sort of dungeon crawler in perpetuum that these tend to be.
Even down to the recycling of material.
Is this the right direction? No, I'm headed to the wrong thing.
Build upon the
I think where I'm going is actually over there, but we'll deal with this first. Stun dart. Roundabouts. Duck that. Slap that. There we go. I was hoping I could beat that that wave, but no dice. We'll just chew through them here. There we are. Fell a little bit short. Okay. Well, that's pretty much the last credible threat in this region. I think there's just one... Yeah.
so quickly. After all,
Just this asshole over here.
make it I know. We're all impatient.
There we go.
Happy day. Every launch.
So...
Manufacturing. Payload distribution. Chemical composition. Even down to the recycling of
Looks like where we're going should be up the stairs and through that hallway up there. Eh. Do I play any other games? Yeah, tons of them, man. We got a piece of the back catalog here on Twitch. View at your leisure. There's also a YouTube button in the About page, which will take you to the other archive, which has some of the older stuff that I've gone through. Yeah, that's rest assured, I play other games. It is kind of the point of contention that I've had with a lot of things, you know. Even a microscopic channel like this one, you get backseaters, and I like to believe that they mean well, but also, shh. Yeah, this is where we wanted to be. Okay. Thwack. Alright, but yeah, if you were also looking for, which games do I play? Oh, any, all. I'm not exaggerating there. At some point in time, we're going to be dipping into, like, weird fucking old PS1 RPGs that I played when I was young and would pick up literally anything off the shelf and be like, fuck it, I'll give it a go. All the way up to current modern releases. If I can work out some things here and there, we'll even be streaming Star Citizen at some point, but that requires some stuff to happen on my end. Ow. But yeah. Yeah, otherwise, you know, archive is there. You can check some of the stuff that we've been doing. It's plentiful, and there will be more in the future. Because, frankly, I would be doing this anyway. It's just that, hey, I can also press a button that says... Alright. I have no idea what that slowdown was about. Anyway, I can also press a button that says, hey, Internet, if you wanted to look at that, you could. Give me that torso, man. Thank you. Because I don't know those stats by heart. I don't know any of these stats by heart. Yeah. Thank me. Well, I'm not sure for what, friend, but you're quite welcome. Alright, that guy's head's gone. That guy's down for the first time, so great. That takes care of that. Whack, whack, whack. And hey, there we go. Okay, so we got what we came for. I forget if there was anything in this guy's holding pen. Just that, which leads deeper into the facility. So, we're good there. Let's see what it do, if it can help us out. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, we don't need to chat with that guy.
Does a garden loom overnight?
And this place, as far as scrap output is concerned, is bleh. So we won't stick around. Right here. Cool beans. We're almost on the Asclepius set too, huh? We could probably nip one of the legs the next run around we give of the executive things. Is there any story in the game, or you just have to go and smash people's heads? No, there's a story. Brief recap for you. Warren, the guy that we are, you only ever get to be one guy. Right now his face is covered, but, you know, don't worry about that. Applies for a job at Creo, the company that we're in. And things go terribly, terribly wrong with that. I mean, he gets the job, so good news there. That's fun for him. But the job also entails, you know, some workplace hazards that you may or may not have been seeing. And there may also be like a nanite swarm problem. Some minor stuff, but hey, the benefits are great. You get reconstructed whenever you have an unfortunate accident, so that's cool. And, you know, it's a pretty freewheeling system as far as incentives are concerned. You chop up people who are being a little bit disagreeable, you get their parts, and then, hey, if you can put those to use, they're yours to keep. The company does not discriminate on that. Alright, so let's compare. We'll be comparing it chiefly with that. Did I upgrade the other one? I didn't. So, we'll do that right quick. Because we have more than enough armatures to just kind of fucking experiment with at this stage in the game. We'll need another nano core, which is frustrating, but you know? Okay. Details. So far the bloodied Proteus is winning. Details. Slightly higher elemental defense. 2 additional core things. A little bit better stamina consumption. But it also looks like clown shoes, so crunch them right back up. No big deal. But yeah, speaking of story, there's also, you know, it's a standard Souls kind of thing where you pick up audio logs, you read things, you get little bits and pieces of the backstory. You get how it goes. It's environmental storytelling, not much in the way of like direct narrative, though that is also there. I will say that it's not terribly good at giving you direction in the first couple of hours. They just kind of expect you to poke around on your own, so it's not a strictly curated experience, but rest assured that you poke around long enough, you'll eventually go the right direction. What is it telling me I've missed? Nothing, apparently. Warren looks rough. Yeah, Warren looks fucking rough. He wasn't a pretty man to begin with, and those implants ain't helping. We'll see if we can get a look at his face real quick. Yeah, we can do that up here. Here. Now get ready. Right? It doesn't look like it's in right. It's not. That's not great. As far as our fight's hard, you might be asking the wrong person. There's kind of not a video game where I go, that fight was hard. There are points in time where I'm having difficulty, but usually I'll be able to spot what it is that I'm doing wrong. I don't know. We'll pick Genji there. We'll just get Warren's ass out there. Anyway, there are also spots where I'll be able to point out that, hey, the game is cheating. It does things like read your inputs, or it will do things along the lines of, how the fuck to put it? Just sort of ignore stagger rules. The stat system here depends on impact and stability. So, how much force you're applying and how much force it can absorb. I wonder why it's... Oh, it's because I don't have the reward currently in my inventory. The stars are what's lit up because I... Okay, got it. I was like, why is there not a check mark here? I did this, because I have that. Anyway, the equipment comes in 3 classes. There's basically a light, medium, and heavy. And sometimes, like with the things that we're about to see, the medium and light things won't stagger the way they're supposed to when they get hit by a high impact thing, and this is largely a problem for the DLC. So you'll get staggered, but they won't, which is cheaty, but you know, it's something that you see in a whole lot of games. It's a failure of thought on the designer's end where they say, but it has to be challenging, and I say, no, it has to be fair. That being said, I also didn't super consider, like when I was playing Demon's Souls, I didn't say, man, this game is hard. I was saying, man, I like this game. Or later on when Dark Souls launched, I played Dark Souls 1 and went, man, I like this game too. And then when Dark Souls 2 launched, I went, I don't like this game. And that's the way it's been since. Didn't stop me from playing them though. What do I play on? Well, currently we're on the PC, and that's probably going to be what we end up doing until I fucking have cash in the budget for a capture card, and then we'll do other things, but yeah, the PC is versatile, so that's typically where I sit. Whack. There we go. But these guys here, at least in their Proteus stuff, is part of the Goliath class. That's the heavy. They stagger just fine. This guy is wearing medium stuff all over him. And, well, it'll take me a couple of whacks of high damage things to get him to stop doing what he's doing. Not supposed to happen. Yeah, I hear you. I just don't want to do it 2 at a time. Alright. Weird hop to a stun dart. Whatever. We're just gonna go for this guy's exposed noggin. As a valiant attempt, sir. Come on. Bye. Yeah, burned to death about it. Don't have the best graphics, though. No, it doesn't. It looks okay, but it definitely shows its age. Frankly, I would rather people veer away from photorealism because it never holds up and attempt something more stylistic, but that's not what sells copies to angry, sometimes racist 12-year-olds, so here we are. But yeah, if you were looking for a channel that is playing nothing but the newest, hottest games on the highest settings, this ain't it. And, you know, I'm not going to feel bad if you keep on walking. Don't worry about that. We come and go as we please here. That's me included. And, hey, I like to keep it that way. Alright, we got crawling boys. Whack, whack. Alright, the moles have all been whacked. We can grab our reward. And yep, okay, we can turn off the sun. So we stop getting burned. Warren is a pale guy, so he probably shouldn't be out here anyway. There we go. We'll take that, because it's extra scrap. We got this guy who's a fucking poser. He thinks I don't know. Alrighty. Nice streamers. Well, stick around, friend. I'm bound to disappoint. Alright, in we go. We have to go fuck up a graveyard now. It says it's a crypt, it's a graveyard. Crypts are structures. Graveyards is just yards. And another. There we go. No damage on the limb that I was trying to cut, but oh well. There we go. And there we go. Let's try to break that front leg. Well, we've been stun darted and then poked in the spine. You know how that can be. And now it's morning. There are enemies everywhere. Yeah, I mean, with the way that the game handles exploration, it'd be kind of dull if there wasn't. But it's definitely not as spaced out as, say, like a original Souls game. It's pretty dense. They want to keep you engaged, so the maps are smaller. There's a lot of interconnectivity between places, but not so much as far as, like, variety or size. It's a factory, and one that I find relatively believable, but it is absolutely not a castle, the grounds around it, a couple of villages, woods with a psychic dragon in it, a painting dimension. You know, it doesn't have that going. Second game in the series does. The city that you meander around is much larger. Things are more spread out. There are more nooks and crannies, crevices, if you will, to get into and out of. And like I said, when we finish up with this, well, I suppose you arrived after that, didn't you? When we finish up with this, we'll be fucking around with The Surge 2 come Tuesday. Because, you know, hey, I take a weekend. The Witch and I, we like our time to ourselves. We're reclusive creatures. Alright, there we go. Cool. Now when that guy goes down for the second time, that'll be the last, and we can do this in the meantime. Pardon me, sir. Just begging for it over there. Oh. You decided not to, huh? Interesting. Well. Oh, and then he died anyway. That's bizarre. Do I play Rainbow Six Siege? No, I don't. Oh, also thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I'm glad you like what you're seeing and hearing. But yeah, no, I don't play Rainbow Six Siege. I am burnt out on team shooters of any kind. Mostly the team aspect. Mentioned that we were reclusive creatures. I mean that. I have a real and terrible disdain for the vast majority of online populations. All the same, we will be covering other things like MMOs and stuff. We did Outriders. By the way, don't play Outriders. Started this whole shebang on Destiny 2. Don't play Destiny 2. That would be my recommendation. I don't think Bungie deserves money for it. I think they're strange individuals. Oh, try it? No. I was doing the beta thing when it was still there. No, I'm good. Appreciate the recommendation, though. But rest assured, if it's out there, I've probably attempted it. I disagree. The shooting's fine. The people are not. And the whole operator class thing is, I don't know, man. If we can't come up with something new since the days of Team Fortress, then maybe we need to pack it in on the whole genre. It's a case of I've kind of been there and kind of done that, and I don't need to do it again. But, of course, you know, don't let me sour your good time. Played it alone. Oh yeah, you know, like I'm aware that you can solo queue and all that stuff. I just, you know, then I still have to deal with people. And whether or not I succeed or fail is entirely dependent on whether or not the other people on the team are up to doing anything. Interestingly enough, I think Splatoon and its sequel are probably the go-to example for solving that problem, in that victory nets you a bonus, but your own performance in the match is what determines what it is that you genuinely get. So even if the rest of your team are concerned with doing anything but playing the objective, as they oftentimes are, then hey, if you're giving it your all, that's going to reflect in how well it is that you can move up the proverbial ladder. I usually carry. Well, I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. I just don't have the energy for it. I'm well past the point of wanting to even try, as far as sinking time, effort into rallying a team or attempting team-based things. It's better if I just go on about my business. My favorite games. Boy. Favorite games. Well, I adore the direction that Doom has taken in recent years. Absolutely love Wolfenstein for the same reasons. Haven't played Youngblood yet, but we'll probably do that as a blind play on stream. I heard unfortunate things about it, and that they decided that it needed a leveling system, which is incorrect. What else? I have a real soft spot for the Armored Core series. Even Project Phantasma, which is total shit. I fucking loved Death Stranding. I know people were real unhappy with that game and claimed that it was just a walking simulator, and, well, no, there's other things. It is a traversal simulator, and frankly, making traversal the core gameplay mechanic was what I think. It was a really quite an interesting idea. New Wolfenstein is under $10 at Instant Gaming. Yeah, I'm sure. I already own it, so, you know. But, so, it's, there's a lot of things that I've really enjoyed in the past. I thought Jade Cocoon was neat. I played through Legend of Dragoon multiple times. I did Legaia both 1 and 2 when I was younger. Those were weird systems. I mean, it goes on and on. Grabbing stuff, grabbing stuff, grabbing stuff. Do I accept donations? I mean, hell, but I would, but they don't let me fucking set those up until I have X number of followers, so... you know, for now, don't worry about it. If you stick around later, and we ever get to a point on this channel where, you know, we can become Twitch affiliates and get that proverbial bread that I've been promised, then sure. But, you know, otherwise, don't sweat it. Touch. There we go. Back the other way. Handing out the PayPal? No, that ain't gonna happen on the stream there, bud. Appreciate it, though. Like I said, just hang on to it until eventually Twitch, you know, either shuts down as a platform or I wind up with enough followers. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was faster than the last time. Ow. Yeah, I know, I'm working on it. There we go. Alright, cool. I can target things again. Those stun projectiles are shitty. I kind of don't appreciate that I don't have something comparable. We got a slow field, but that's a point-blank thing. Yep, had a stamina. There we go. But yeah, on the real, no worries on money. Keep it. Put it aside for later. All is good. If I were doing this for money, I would be in far, far worse straits than I am. You're new, so you may not have seen the things that would make me unmarketable. But you know, if you go through the back catalog, I'm sure you'll find something objectionable. Downsies. Don't even have $1. Yeah, exactly. No worries, man. Yeah, exactly. Don't. The witch was just saying, well, then don't worry about donating. And it's like, yeah, it's cool. There's no price of admission on this, so stop by, watch. Engage in conversation. Just so, you know, just so long as, like, we don't have any of those isms that are forbidden. Because that gets an instant ban, and, you know, I don't apologize for that. He's got runners this time. I didn't see if they had the little horse between their legs. It's my sincere hope that they do. Yeah, he does. Okay, excellent. It helps them go real fast. They're having a good time. Played new games and put on a webcam. Yeah, ain't that the dickens. It ain't gonna happen, though. I cannot impress this upon you enough. This is with no hopes of becoming popular. I am not going to ever compete with the likes of anyone else that you see on Twitch. It just ain't that kind of environment here. And I'm not really that kind of host. Although I will promise you this, if we get to, let's say, 20,000 followers. At 20,000 followers, you will get a face on screen. A face. You see, that's kind of how I do it. Who knows? Oh, my friend, I do. That's who knows. 20K, that's a lot. It sure is. It's very aspirational, right? Until then, you're just going to have to deal with my voice. And sometimes the splash screen when we go where we go. You'll also have to deal with Pi, who will chime in time to time. But if you had questions about him, he's on the About page too. How old am I? Old. Old. Old enough to be most of the primary viewing audience's dad. You know, those coveted 18 to 25 marketing demographics that everyone's chasing after. Yeah. Plus, you know, I also really don't have the tits to bring in any kind of viewer base. Like, I can't pump sad internet nerds for money. There's no way that I'm selling my bathwater to anyone, unless they wanted, like, what is effectively hair soup. And I don't think anyone wants hair soup. Well, no, that's, I mean, it's the internet, so someone wants hair soup. Someone 100% wants hair soup. But, you know, they're not going to buy it from me in that case. I know, Pi, I know. It's a crass joke, but that's what it is that I've got in the chamber, bud. Okay. What else were we doing? We're probably... PewDiePie's hair soup. I'm sure he would be able to sell it. Felix managed to hit the internet at a kind of point in time where... I mean, there's no way that you would be able to replicate that sort of success. It's lightning in a bottle. It's like, you know, fucking StarCraft in Korea, World of Warcraft, basically worldwide. There's not going to be another PewDiePie. There isn't. I'm sorry. You're not going to be the next PewDiePie. You are a bird. But yeah, it's we're not really chasing coattails here.
Project resolved.
I'm just kind of doing my own thing. Well, we got to make our way through these nanite clusters. I know, he's got the chunk.
We deserve to exist.
Now, you can fight these as multiples, but I don't want to. That's more effort than it's worth. There are also specific builds that'll allow you to do it, but I didn't do those, because I didn't want to. Frankly, I feel like if you have to do homework to play a video game, then you have fucked up playing video games. And doing homework, for that matter. Like, you're not doing any of that right. Play only solo games. No, there'll be games that are, multiplayer. It's just largely that I will not be interacting with those people. We'll fuck around and see what it is that can work, and I got ideas, but by and large, you're probably just going to be stuck with me. The witch has promised to show up sometimes, but, you know, she's skittish, whereas I'm standoffish. So it's a different kind of reclusiveness there. Oh, well, goodbye then. We managed to punt him right off the stage. I know, rip nanite cluster. Come on. Cool. Are you done? No, he's gonna do the beam. Yeah, we're just, we're milking that, are we? That's fine. Big swings. Alright, well, I'm gonna kick your son in the ribs while you're over there. Come on. There we go. But yeah, some thoughts for the future. We got a friend that was passingly interested in Warframe, which I sunk entirely too many hours into. And it might be interesting to kind of walk with them through their Warframery. You know, get their legs underneath them, and, well, you know, like I said, we started this whole thing on Destiny, and mostly why it is that I don't like it, but it was still several bits and bobs. We did a thing on Anthem, which was regrettable. Not too long after that, after my predictions that what they were going to try with Anthem next was to repackage the same old shit and tell you it was new and expect you to clap, they canceled their Anthem reboot. Oh, Alex gone. Wonder where he went to. It'll be a YouTube only thing, but we'll be posting recordings of Final Fantasy XIV's newest expansion when that's out in the fall. But again, that's largely a spite project. So if you were hoping that it wouldn't be me being mean to a beloved multiplayer darling, well, banish that hope now. It's a poison. We will absolutely not be equipping 3 of these. They're like 28 each. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, it was 40. I mentioned earlier that I thought it was 25. It's fucking 40 core capacity. That's just not happening. No, you really don't. Oh, blast off. Oh, my new lost thing, blast off. No, don't do that. Here, did you play Gears of War? Just go play that again. It's a more pleasant experience. Fucking Outriders is miserable. It is for and by assholes. There is no reason that anyone should be playing Outriders at any point in time. The narrative, when it exists, is tone-deaf and cringe-worthy. The characters are unlovable morons. The prompts to actually do things like take cover don't always work. Abilities fail to function. Itemization is a fucking joke in that, like, a legendary can be awarded from a quest, and half a second later, a random drop will show up in the world because all stats are randomized. That will outpace it by leaps and bounds. The end game is nothing but a time trial mode. It's a fucking disaster. There is no reason to play Outriders. It looks nice. Then fucking ogle it screenshots, my dude. Save yourself the money. I bought the game for nothing? Yes. Correct. 100%. I would get a refund if I could. But I can't. And there's a whole bunch of videos that'll go up on YouTube about it. That's true. The Witches said it's not for nothing. I did not purchase it with the intent of enjoying it. I purchased it with the intent of being like, this is going to be a trashy kind of, like, goof 'em up time. And what it was revolting. It wasn't even a so bad and so stupid it's good thing. Just heinous. Top to bottom. The development team should be ashamed. So let's give this a go. We've banked everything. We're kind of, I think, as good as we're going to get. I don't know that we're going to swap these out at any point in time in the near future. 70 health. For 5. Well, that would require clearing out another slot, which we could do. Well, we'll worry about it if this attempt fails. Stream Pokemon. Well, that would require a capture card, which we ain't got. But also, boy, I cannot imagine streaming Pokemon. The Witch wants me to stream Pokemon Snap, but we don't own Pokemon Snap. That's true. At some point, maybe. But yeah, Pokemon, huh? Always works. You're assuming that I'm looking for things that work, my friend. Fan games, though. Nah, fuck those. Frankly, I don't like fans themselves. Why would I like fan games? This is going much more smoothly, huh? Our last attempt at this was rough. The added stamina and energy gain has really turned the tables on this phase of the fight.
Fuck you! You hear me?
Mean. I don't like your language. And so I've done this.
This is a witch hunt.
Nah, but it could be shortly. Got that twin-rigged thing going on, huh? Back in. There we go. And we have plenty of emergency supplies this time, so... I mean, what are you talking about? Yes, you are going to bite. You've bitten me several times. Well, I don't know about a coward, but a murderer, yes. Some fan games are better than the real ones. Okay. Alright, I'm tearing this thing's head off. There we go. I don't want to die. Should have thought about that before you fucking stabbed me. That was an unfortunate choice on your part, huh? They started out talking it out, but they did not maintain it. Anyway. Well, we didn't do it. As far as the fan games being better than the real ones, I can't imagine how. It's an extremely simple formula. Warren looks about right as far as how he ought to be feeling. We wanged our head. Head wang accomplished.
For over 4 days now. Launches are continuing, but we've been unable to reach anyone inside the complex. I need you to take a team there, use drones and bots to do the exploratory work, but I want boots on the ground.
Okay.
Hardwire link established so we can view the feed as it happens. And get somebody up to low orbit. Our satellites there are picking up an unidentified particulate dispersal from the latest launch.
Well,
It's inert so far, but it's completely different from their previous payloads. I want to know what it is.
it's fucking nanites.
We're in position. Hardline established. We've sent in drone reconnaissance units as per procedure, but we lost contact with them shortly after insertion. Strike team is moving in now.
What the? Captain? Captain! I want another team in there right now!
I mean, kinda. That scream. Yeah. Nah, that sounds good. Anyway, so, the nanites got out. But you probably figured that out, because there's a, you know, there's a Surge 2. There's a Surge again. Now. Well, you know, looks like the old legs don't work again. Back to square zero. May as well have not shown up for the fucking interview today. Ain't that the dickens? Take a nap. Developed by Deck 13. Better than Lords of the Fallen. Surge 2 is better than this one. Yeah, get to ops. Oh, hey, is that a wheelchair? Excellent. Is that my wheelchair? It might be. Stream is for sure plenty of paid games. Yeah, I do tend to buy the games. And the ones that I enjoy or don't enjoy and think are interesting to talk about, or am completely blind about, you know, just going into it being like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, that's what gets streamed. It's a grab bag of what the fuck ever my mood happens to be. The road is winding, you see. And the entire joy is in, well, the wandering. We got credits. These people did a pretty good job, I think, honestly. They, you know, we're gonna speed them up a little bit. You can watch this at like half speed later when you get the recording done. But it's always refreshing to see people learning from the mistakes of their past crap. Like, Lords of the Fallen is not a fun game to play. It is a miserable imitation of a much better property, and that being Dark Souls. Did I just finish the game? Yeah. Yeah, that's the end of the Surge 1. It's got a New Game Plus. We'll be poking that for a moment or two, and then I'm going to grab the witch, shake her vigorously, and we're going to cook steak. That's the plan. But anyway, so where Lords of the Fallen was unnecessarily clunky and weird, this one has a case of, like, it's got halting, heavy motion, but it has a sense of inertia and, like, sudden bursts of ducking and diving around. Am I going to stop the stream? Not just yet. We got a moment or two left. But it has a kind of dodging and murder for health system via a particular implant you pick up very, very early that predates Bloodborne, and it's hard to imagine that there wasn't any kind of market research, quote, quote, done between Dark Souls 2 and then the making of Bloodborne that included the Surge. This left its mark, and like I said, I think it's probably the New Game Plus unlocked. There's our New Game Plus. Let's take a look. You should start the Surge 2 right now. No, that'll be happening Tuesday. We don't need to see that.
Welcome.
Thank you, Don.
I know you're glad to be here. I am, and I'm glad to see ya. Creo, you know who we are.
It's true.
At least you think you do.
We work for you.
Where you turn, we're there. Whether you see us or not. Maybe it's time to take
Don doesn't remember.
Creo is one of the world's
We're looking around.
manufacturers of consumer and industrial products, but we're so much more. And that's why you're here. At Creo, we're always reaching for the stars. See?
Yeah, I see that.
We've always
I tried to stop one of those. It didn't work. Don.
Third world, valuable minds in the
Anyway. Well, Don's going on about his thing.
that benefit us all.
No, we're not going to invert the look. It already knows this. Don's being a dick.
There's no divide here. Creo, we're all in this together.
So,
Part of the Creo family.
something that the second one is missing is a character like Don. We see a lot of Don through this game, don't we? And, well, we see very suddenly less of him at the same time that pretty much everybody else drops out. 2 has a sense of isolation to it that 1 only does at the end. Oh, there's Warren in his Iron Mouse shirt. Well, let's head outside, see what's different, right? Said exit to the right. Oh, it meant this right. The other one is too close, you see. You guys
To Creo,
want to talk this time, or?
we're happy to welcome you as part of our ever-expanding family.
Sorry, I'm new around here.
We're not.
Where should I go?
Please proceed to job registration.
Sure.
I think I won't be there, I just don't stay on Twitch that much. That's okay. It's there later if you want to watch, or, you know, if you don't want to watch. It'll still be there. No worries.
They're waiting for you in job registration.
Yeah, same thing every time, huh? Alrighty. So that's not different so far. This is pretty much the way we left it. Things are still kind of messy around here, though, aren't they? There's unfinished platforms. Bits missing. Yeah, just kind of strewn all over the place. Want to watch, but when you stream, I'm normally sleeping. Oh, my friend, don't worry about it. You'll catch it on the recording. It's cool. Whenever you're up and around, stop by. You are under no obligation to adjust your sleep schedule for my bullshit. We're still not getting up the stairs in this thing, so... And hey, good news. That absolutely was our wheelchair at the end. What luck finding it. It must have been something we left at Ops when we were drug out with the recycling.
Job registration immediately. This station will be shut down shortly.
Welcome
Alright.
to registration.
No need to get huffy.
And the right tool for the right job, and the right person to wield it.
Do you guys want to say anything? Hello? Oh, become more than a man.
First day on the job? Don't be late.
It's actually my second day on the job now. Try doing wheelies. I wish, but I can't. You would figure, like, Warren's upper body seems pretty lean of fat, so, like, he's been in this wheelchair for a moment, right? He's got those fucking divots there going on. You would figure he would have tried to do a wheelie at least once. Oh. 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 Is that where you drugged me before? How long has this been going on? They said it went dark 4 days ago. How long have we been here?
An orderly queue.
And we...
Receive your personal work gear voucher after registration.
So we did that one the last time. Let's hear their pitch for this one. We know that the ops rooms can kind of reconstruct injuries, so I think it removed our old exoskeleton. And we're back. And the implant wiped our fucking memory. We don't know how long Warren has been doing this.
Provides you with the highway to success as a field technician. Light, versatile, state-of-the-art. Gear up and save tomorrow today.
Okay. Gotta go in. Oh, yeah, we're in. Well, let's apply to this one this time. It's not going to matter. We're going to swap this out nearly immediately. It's fine. Shh, don't tell Warren that. For him, it's the first time.
Rig installation program running. Program complete.
Yeah, maybe it'll work this time, right? Oh, no. Just like last time, huh, Warren? Just like last time. Well... You know? Really, you should have seen this coming. You've been here before, Warren. Also, how do you feel about your hairline? Is that... You fine with losing that? So that's a yes? You're okay with that, or is that a no? The surge. Fucking power core's busted again. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, it's kind of rough in there, huh? It certainly seems to be. And we're not sure how many recursions it takes between here and the Surge 2. Stop trying to recycle me. We've been over this. You're being a dick. Well, our shit's plugged back in. That's nice. And would you look at that? Well, that's new. Hello? That guy's wearing some shit. Oh, we got our implants still. Alright. This, yeah. This fucking fool is not going to be a fun one to fight, first off. So, that's something else that's different, right? Do I have my stuff? Yes, we do. So we can just put that on straight away. Glad they didn't clear out our pockets, you know? Not that one, that one. There we are. And this'll make that much, much easier. Hey, shithead. Round 2, right? Life's a bitch. Come here. Come to Papa. And give me my stuff back. I want that 20,000 scrap. It's mine. Catch my sweet right. So yeah, not it being an infinite loop. We're also not sure when the loop terminates. You'll see. You'll see when we get to Surge 2 on Tuesday. And like I said, don't fret. Just watch the recording if you miss it. Plenty of Lost Things miss it. Touch. Oh, Mark 6s. Fancy. Alright. We gotta restart our fucking exosuit OS at the med bay here. You know, just kind of get all this shit working again. Because they yanked it out, you know, like it's a joke. Eh. Oh good, Ops is still playing that song. From the US. Yes. Yo, you're bad, you're already dead. Yeah. Alright. So our core is definitely rebusted. We'll swap it out for a new one.
Are you receiving? Hello?
Yeah, hi Sally. Sally's not real.
Are you still there?
Let's see if we can tell her that.
Has been damaged.
Yes.
Its distress beacon has been triggered.
Correct.
You need to get back into the factory.
Uh-huh. Well, I've just been attacked.
I'm surrounded by dead people here. Maybe someone would like to explain what's going on.
I'm sorry, I don't know. You need to get inside. Maybe you can make something to protect yourself. Operations always has a gear assembly.
There we go. You can see when we typically start our stream over on the schedule. It's usually about 7 p.m. Pacific Standard on weekdays, and then as we get to Friday and Saturday, it's a little bit later. But that's because I can run long and late on those. Well, we know the way to the factory, and it doesn't seem to...
And don't forget to replace the power core of your rig, or you're not going to get very far.
Yeah, I know. Bye. Anyway, it doesn't seem like we'll get to tell her that we know her secret. That's out of order. That's that aggression amplifier thing. That gives you health back when you kill something. There goes one of the bosses. Bye. They did that last time, so that's not different. You know, something comfortable like that. Get up. don't have the ability to charge a battery just yet, so we'll have to take it a little bit slow. Whack. Whack. Whack.
Damn it, why don't you listen?
Same audio log?
Power core or
Yeah, same audio log.
otherwise you ain't getting through that.
That's a shame. They should have just left the audio logs in your thing.
Security is gonna end up all over your ass.
Or peppered in new ones. Audio logs are like relatively easy to
This is our golden ticket out of here, man.
to propagate, so like probably just have recorded several lines when you had the actors in the studio and gone from there. Anyway, this guy's power core will work, because of course it does. We know this already. We've been here. Uh-huh. We gotta go to the med bay, fucking swap batteries. Give me this too. It's mine now. A Vital Boost 1. That's trash. You've given me garbage. But then again, I am picking through the rec yard, so eh. Alright, plug her in. Excellent. And this is my battery. You made me go get my battery. This is not a new battery. Okay. Let me go ahead and put, we'll pick Genji again. There, that's... God, that's fucking concerning. You know, the worst part is that they colored the fucking crotch nub. Like it's supposed to be a gusset there to allow for extra flexibility, but it's not a gusset. It's just darker for no reason. Why would you do that? Unless it's like a carbon fart pad. They're trying to like be like, you can, it'll go right through the membrane of the suit, that's fine, but like, have some consideration for the rest of the people on the space station. We're going to try to absorb your terrible intestinal stank via this carbon pad. Alright. So now, we also get to see, because we can charge our battery again, and that means we can cut stuff off, what kinds of fun fucking bits this guy back here has. To make our own stuff better. To make us feel better about ourselves. Is he gone for good? Boy, I'm mad about that. It looks like we just murdered him for realsies, and he is gone. Okie doke. Well, I'm just gonna have to pick on Phantom Spaceman over here. Hey, guy. Come talk to me. I'm lonely. He's really taking a fucking pounding there, isn't he? Like, this is going poorly for him. We didn't get a cut, but oh well. He'll respawn, it's fine. We'll run right through here.
Safety at work.
We'll see what kind of stuff that we can cut off of these guys, too.
And should be yours.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, with our core functioning again, we seem to be overtuned for New Game Plus right now, which is an interesting predicament to be in. It's been a pleasure to watch, but gotta go. Alright, see you around. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so we are going to get into the factory as we were told. That is level 1 crap. Why is it level 1 crap? Maybe it'll be better when we get into the factory. These guys should be giving me new shit. This is a New Game Plus. Sirs and madams. What the fuck is it you think you're doing? You know? Yeah. How about that? No. Unless they've changed the color coding on me. We'll see. We'll see. Because they certainly don't have the health that they did when we left here. You know, we're having to whack them more than once. Yeah, that's the body. Upsies. We may as well open this door. And we should have, if none of these values have changed, and it doesn't look like they have, we should have the necessary core shit to just snag this free nanocore then, right? Ugh. In fact, they should all be ours for the taking. Oh, there we go. Some Mark 6 stuff. Are you not going to say anything about this? Over there? Okay. He doesn't care that much. He's not that interested. We gotta fight him through the curtain. Get that yichud in between us. It's a profane act, you see. And hooray. Okay. Yeah, that's a nanocore. Those are ours now. So sick. Anybody in here? Nope. Just the same,
Robert Weave again.
Yeah.
This time about the exoskeleton program. He's refused to have the implant surgery. We've explained.
He recommends termination, yeah.
Even offered to double his bonus. But no, thinks management will use it to control the workforce. He even brought up his union nonsense again. If he poisons the others, it could put us months behind schedule. It's amazing. He doesn't see it as making his job easier. I recommend termination. Yeah, we put up with too much of this trash talking.
It's also said that I still have my security rigged, which means that I should still have my security clearance. We'll at least try a security door. Oh, that's new. Well, hello. Welcome. I was waiting for you. Yeah, huh? Your friend first, though. Give me this. Thank you very much. But yeah, I gotta be real. Didn't bother doing the New Game Plus when I played this the first time. Like, I started it and I remember seeing the bloodstains and being like, oh, so this is a continuation rather than just like a reset. That's cool. And then I went, I don't need to see anymore. And I fucked right off. But, you know, now we're back. Ages later. I'm sorry, were you trying to heal? That's a nope. That's a nope, bud. Nice pants, though. Uh-huh. There's that. Open this pit up. That pit is officially opened. It's a shame that they didn't update the bits and bobs lying around, huh? Like we've gotten a couple of things that are parts bundles, so that's nice. But it, you know, the implants are the same level that we left them, which I feel like is a missed opportunity for a New Game Plus. If the whole reason to do this is make number go up and achieve dumb shit you didn't achieve previously, then, like, why are we not going whole hog on that? Alright, into the basement. Which, you know, a hole by any other name would be as sweet. Okay. There we go. And another. There, that ought to cut that arm. It did. Now the tungsten is the right mark. So maybe the rest of this shit is too, who knows. We'll know when we throw it in the chipper. Does he have something interesting on his head? Doesn't really seem so, does it? No, it looks like it might be the standard Lynx stuff, but, well, we'll find out. We know that guy is lying. That's not a new one. Okay.
I want to get out.
Well, he's not lying about that. He does want to get out, but he wants to get out so he can hit us with a hammer.
Help. Let me out.
Which, you know, is a fucked up reason to want to get out. And honestly, what's really bad about it is that he's asking for our help to accomplish this, and like, come on, man. You gotta at least do your own murders. Making a fair amount of scrap from this. So that's a plus. Not enough for the cut there, huh? Okay. Well, this will be the same message, but it's for us anyway.
Possession of evidence that links Ed Nakana, employee number 776910, to the homicides associated with the individual known as the Liberator.
I guess we have to get the ID card and not just the security rig.
Therefore, CreoNet.
Alright. Yeah, CreoNet cannot ascertain. I know.
Let me out.
No, we may as well turn the lights on while we're here, right? We're just about there anyway, so we can turn the lights on, get that shortcut, and fuck off back to Ops. And I'll fuck off to Stakeland. Not the movie Stakeland, which it's spelled different, but you know, homonyms. If you haven't seen Stakeland, probably see Stakeland. Anyway, the Stakeland I'll be going to involves edibles. And, well, then on Tuesday we'll check in on the world post, this. Because, Warren tried.
I have to say, I'm not comfortable with it. Not comfortable at all.
I gave him what assistance I could.
In this sector, we have to shut it down and take it to pieces bit by bit. Now, I know what you're gonna say, but we've been lucky. We've been able to sweep the previous incidents under the rug. We can't keep relying. I know nobody cares about the grunts down here.
Again, not enough for the cut there. Strange.
Or worse, the Oversight Committee.
Oh, the old metavoltaic injector, but ours is much better. Anyway. I gave him what help I could, but, you know, it's a rocket. It's not really my area of expertise. And hey, you know, pretty sure we just straight up got there too late. Which is unfortunate, but there you have it. So the nanite swarm is 100% airborne. 100% airborne. Oh, yeehaw.
It's almost high noon, cowboy.
Good thing he's back.
Polish the old six-shooter and wet your whistle with a swig of moonshine. And join us over yonder to deliver some swift frontier riders justice.
That time we got the cut. Weird on that other one.
Our
Herald Chamber will be your new home on the testing range. Giddy up!
At least this guy managed to actually get through that door. I remember he was having trouble with it before. Happy you worked it out, friend. Give me that. Maybe we can open this too. We're not going out there just yet because it's just the PAX robot, and we know how that goes. It's where we got this. But we will at least collect our dues through here. And then, yeah, Tuesday we'll see what the nanite cloud has been up to. We won't be Warren, but rest assured, Warren will not be gone. I'm not doing away with Warren. It's just that he is, well, he's a big boy. He's kind of done his part here, right? He doesn't really need me looking over his shoulder at all times. And after all, as we know, I'm only ever just passing through. So he'll have his chance to do other stuff. And don't worry, you'll see Warren again. We can all say hi together. That'll be fun. Oh, those are Mark 7s. Huzzah. Alright, we've destroyed that with our powerful body. We've closed that loop like we knew we would, because we've only done this a couple million times.
Shouldn't you be at your designated work site?
Throw it in the chipper. Yeah, it doesn't... Okay, so the Mark 6s are now that color. They've replaced the Mark 1s. Understood. Slightly frustrating, though. Anyway. Well. We may as well feed the shit, right? Make it even more betterer than it was before. We're out of force regulators. Such is life. We got more than enough to do that, though. Boop. Boop. Yep. And... Yep. Well. The surge. Warren's ass. Warren's unfortunate crotch gusset. There you have it. We can't miss what we've never seen before. Let's go where we go. I'll close that out. And hey, you know, welcome to our new Lost thing, Blast Off. Happy you stopped by. Hope to see you again. If not, hey, no worries on that either. But so we finished the last boss. We got a weapon from them, which is a single-handed sword. It's okay. We did tear its head off after it told us it didn't want to hurt us, then it did hurt us, so we hurt it back, and it told me it didn't want to die. Well, should have thought about that before, shouldn't you? We also did find Maddie, Alex's daughter. She was in the nanite cloud. She called out to us. So that's not great. It also sounded like Dr. Chavez was in there, and Irina was in there, and Mallory, that's the lady whose logs we kept finding, was in there. The board members were definitely there. It's a whole kind of a fuckfest on that, huh? Don't know if it was just mimicking them. Don't know if they were present. Or if there isn't them anymore. Ego death is definitely a possibility when you're dealing with a kind of cloud computing nanoswarm. But hey, we did also get to prove who was the more directly hostile dark inscrutable presence, which makes me feel good. Because, you know, if you keep up on your ghost stories, you know that I'm something of a footnote. It's not really a claim to fame sort of thing. But, you know, we got our chance to square up, and we did. Hooray for us. Anyway, on Tuesday, we'll see where all of that has fallen. You know, them chips, them microchips, if you will. And we'll sort through that whole mess. Until then, I'll leave you to wander alone for a bit. See ya.